Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. In the last video, I told you that all should go through the book for understanding the concept clearly. And I hope that you all are doing the same. So dear children, in the last class we have discussed that Earth's interior is a mystery for us. We don't have so many information about the Earth's interior. Why is it so? Because the temperature inside the Earth is very high, which does not allow us to dig deep and enter inside or to send any instrument inside to know so many facts about the Earth's interior. Only yes, mining works are going on only up to 4 kilometers, like the gold mines. We have to dig deep in Africa. The gold mine is there up to 4 kilometers below the earth crust. So dear children, it is not easy to enter inside to get the information, or nobody is staying inside, no living organism is there who can send us some information or we can study about them. So how do we know about it? By studying the seismic waves or earthquake waves, or by observing the volcanic eruptions. So dear children, that's why these are known as indirect observations. We cannot directly enter inside to know the facts, but by studying all these earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, indirectly we can get certain facts. That's why it is based on indirect observation. So based on those indirect observations, the earth is layered into three categories. Three layers are there in the earth's interior. What are the three layers? First one is crust, second one is mantle, and third one is core. So the crust. Crust means right now I am standing. Your house is standing on the crust or built on the crust. The animals are grazing on the crust. The farmer is cultivating on the crust. The roads are made on the crust. So that means the outer layer on which we are living and performing so many economic activities, that is called as crust. It is a thin solid layer covering the outside of the earth. Its average thickness is about 60 to 100 kilometer. It is thicker under the continents and thinner under the oceans or seas. Do you know that under the seas or oceans land is there or not? Yes, dear children, under the seas or oceans, pond, any water body, land is existing. And that's why continents are thicker, and under the sea water is at the top and below land is there. That's why it is thinner. And it is composed of Cl. Cl means Si stands for silica and Al stands for aluminium. That's why it is known as Cl, silica and aluminium. This outer layer is called as crust. Then the next layer which lies beneath the crust, this one is known as mantle. Mantle layer is a very thick layer and it extends up to 2900 kilometers, and it is composed of Sima. Sima means again Si for silica, Ma for magnesium. And dear children, it is also divided into two parts, lower mantle and upper mantle. And this zone which divides crust from the mantle, this one, it is known as moho or asthenosphere. Then below the mantle, that means the interior part, that means innermost layer, is known as core. This is the innermost layer. and its thickness is about 3470 kilometer. So which one is the thickest? Yes, core 3470 kilometer. Then the next thickest one is mantle around 2900 kilometer. The upper mantle extends up to 100 kilometer and below that lies the lower mantle. Same like the mantle, core is also divided into two parts, inner core and outer core. And dear children, do you know, core is composed of iron and nickel. That's why it is known as Nife. N-I-F-E, Nife. Ni for nickel, Fe for ferrous or ferrium, that is the iron. And because of this nickel and ferrous content, Earth's interior behaves like a magnet. So this is very interesting. If you want to know more and more about all these, you can also search in the internet. So many data you will get. So as you know, dear children, as earthquake is taking place, in the same way when earthquake occurs or like on the earth surface, sometimes some cracks develop. Some cracks develops. So those cracks, through that cracks, suppose this is a part of the land. Here crack will develop. And as the temperature of the earth's interior is so high, the metals which are present inside, they are in molten state. The water in some part, the water is present in gaseous form, very deep inside. So there it always tries to come out, it pushes, it tries to come out. You might have seen at your home, your mother is boiling water. If your mother will cover the pot with a lid, you will find the vapor is pushing it. That will be like this, up and down. In the same way, the hot magma which is present, molten material which are present inside, they are called as magma. So they always tries to come out. Always are in search of a crack. And wherever they got a crack or weak zone, they comes out and get deposited on the earth surface. When they comes out, that is called as lava. When they are present inside, they are called magma. So the molten rock materials which are present inside the earth, that is called magma. When it comes out, it is called lava. Remember this one, the difference between lava and magma. So just I want to sum up. Dear children, all of you see this piece of egg. Here you can see, to again remind you, there are three layers in the earth's interior. You see, this is the piece of egg. All of you are very fond of egg. Just see, the outer cover is there. This one, outer cover is present, which we are throwing it. So this is just like the crust. And this is the middle layer. This is the mantle layer. And inside this yolk is the innermost layer, core. You can remember like this. Upper one is crust. Middle one is mantle. And the inner one is core. So just think of at your home what else are there which are layered like this, crust, mantle and core. So for today this much is the lesson I am going to sum up. So dear children, again go through the book for thorough understanding. So till then, bye bye.